Hi there. Welcome to my views and news. Thank you for joining the live chat session. Last night I could not do a live chat because I was traveling, but today I am at a hotel, so I am in a position to talk to you. Several key developments happened in the last 24 hours. I kept you updated. I am very satisfied that. About this Raya issue, this Salamte issue, I kept you updated in advance. I told you what was going to happen, and things happening in the same pattern as I've been telling and predicting. We'll talk about what happened in Salamti and Madre Shere in the last few hours. Before that, let me welcome the participants. First, comment by a viewer whose name is in Hebrew. I cannot read the name. He says, Hi, Sandy. My name is Sajid, Sajid. Then we have Nahom Architect says, Good evening. He's from Addis Ababa. Yeah, he corrected. He wrote Sajid, the name, the one whose name is in Hebrew. Thank you. Dark Star says, Greetings. Today, Dark Star is no question. Mostly he writes first comment with a question. Damascus Dinka says, Good to see you again. Dark Star says, It is astonishing that ENF is ignoring the far Somali conflict. If this escalates along with Amhara revolt, especially if either group decides to join Fano, it could be a major threat. They're not likely to join Fano, but I did a video on that, if you remember today. I told you that there is just sheer disregard by the federal government for the conflict on a far Somali border. Dozens killed so far. It's like a war. Somalis, Afars, their news outlets, their activists are sharing pictures, videos as if they have achieved some victories, and others are facing humiliation. It's a war like situation, believe me. More than a month ago, the clashes erupted once again between two sides. Federal government nowhere to be seen. That is how conflicts expand, conflicts get challenging. Mikhail says the legendary IDPs crossing the Tekeze River. Damascus says, You look younger today. I'm the same. Just when I shave and dye my hair, I look younger, people say. Shafo well says hi to me and followers. How is Shafo? Shafo is a member too. Special welcome, Shafo. John Spencer says hi, Sajid. How are you, John? Muhammad Umar here says Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam, Umar. Adenio says, Hi Sajid, did you see Tigray activist saying she is not Ethiopia? What kind of negotiations is possible with this kind of people? Your influence growing, someone is saying in Hebrew. Save the world says, Sajid, you getting young face. Do you move hot? Do you move out hot weather country? No, I am in a country where weather is not hot, rather it's better than what I was facing in my country. My country is hotter. Kira says, I'm glad to see you doing well. Look refreshed, young, and healthy, Sajid. Thank you, Kira. Alim joined to welcome Alim. Alim says, You have impeccable sources. I think you have to create the narrative of what's happening down on the ground, whether they like it or not. You people help me a lot. Whenever I make mistakes, you correct me. That is how it's a joint effort, I would say. You in comment section through emails make corrections, sometimes criticize me. But that is how we manage to ensure that reporting is correct. Jabir joined to says hello. Save the World says this is a time to dismantle foreign colonies named of Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, but use local majority names. Thank you, Jabir. Two main topics in today's live chat. Firstly, Salamti, how many Tigray IDPs have entered? Where have they reached? Secondly, PM Abiy was in Amhara region today. Where was he? Where was Fano? Because The places visited by PM Abiy saw Fano's entry to a few months ago, or Fano was seen operating close to these cities where Abiy was today. Let's start with Tigray, viewers. As we have been predicting that Salanti would be the second zone which would come under Tigray control after Raya, and this is what is happening. Though I think Tigray very responsibly handled the issue of Salanti. It rushed matters in Raya, and that is why Raya is still volatile. Some parts of Raya volatile. But in Salanti, I think Tigray forces, Ethiopian National Defense, was going very slow. They are trying to ensure that people are taken on board, local elders taken on board, and TDF does not enter. So far, in Alamata, Alamata, TDF entered. Maybe it was because Amhara militias were there. No Amhara militias are operating here, I think. Local people armed, they could be armed, but no large scale Amhara militia presence is there in this area. People could be armed, local Amhara people. Here, TDF is just vigilant. It is not crossing Tekeze. Tigray IDPs from Shire move towards Endabagna. They entered Endabagna today. Around 1,500 are due to enter Salamti today. 800, more than 800 have crossed Tekeze from Endabagna, and they reached Embamadre when I confirmed a few hours ago. They had reached Embamadre. Obviously, from there, they'll move towards Misabre. Remaining 700 on their way. What is TDF doing? TDF is in talk, is on Tekeze River. It is watching. It is on the lookout. If anything happens, if Amhara militias become involved from Gondar or from other parts, if Fano groups try to involve themselves, then TDF will intervene. So far, I could not confirm large-scale mobilization of Tigray fighters into Salam. Yes, they captured Tekeze Bridge a few weeks ago, did a video on that. But this time, what is happening is the movement of IDPs. IDPs who held meetings with Salamti elders this week in Dabagna Shere. And the Salamti elders were told that these are people from Salamti. They have every right to return to their zone. No one can stop them. TDF won't enter. But only those members of TDF who are part of, who live in the area, or original residents of Salamti, they cannot be stopped from entering Salamti. And if they were originally armed, how can you disarm them? But reportedly, no armed men are entering Salamti. Reportedly. 1,500 is a good start. It means that we could see entry of thousands of people into Salamti, into Raya in coming days. It is a smooth rehabilitation of IDPs of Tigray. These people suffered a lot. They went through a trauma. Obviously, war was a trauma for them. Their loved ones died. They were expelled from their houses in Western Zone, Salamti, Raya. They were at camps in Tigray. It's never easy to be at camps when you are dependent on aid, when you face strong weather too, when you don't have enough to eat. It was a challenge for them. It was a struggle for survival. They managed to go through, and now they are on their way back to their homes. So it was good to see, by the way, women, children, elderly returning to their homes in Salamti. And the most important thing is everything happened peacefully. So I would congratulate Tigray region, federal government, Amhara government, all parties that they handle this issue in a very responsible manner. It means, viewers, that if uh, people sit at the table, hold discussions, solutions can be found. Solutions are not difficult to be found. Problem is that people, when people don't sit, don't talk, they cut off channels of communication. Then we block all ways of peaceful solution. Someone is saying Pretoria. It's more than Pretoria. Pretoria never shared details of how issue of Raya, Salamti, or Volkait be solved. Now it's the maturity of Tigray, Amhara, ENDF leaders that through lengthy discussions, meetings involving all parties, they have managed to ensure the return of IDPs to Salem. Flashpoint is Volkai, not Salem. But definitely after Salamti, Volkai. Will Tigray IDPs enter Volkai too? We don't know because so far the meetings which have been held were only held between Salamti elders, Tigray military commanders, END. Maybe now we could see start of meetings involving Western zone leaders, provisional government leaders like Shatadamleo, Dumaikazadu, ENDF officers, TDF. It will happen, I think, in the next phase. Overall, what Getachew said, what Varede said, that the IDPs will start returning before winter, it is being implemented. But let's see. Hopefully, the rehabilitation, the return of IDPs will be peaceful. It will be smooth. No incident of violence so far reported, but this issue should be monitored. Daniel joined to my friend in touch with me for around 3 to 4 years now. Welcome, Daniel. Average Dom says, let's take this opportunity to come together and build better future for tomorrow. Yeah, I agree. The competition between Tigray and Amhara should be in the field of education, in the field of science, in the field of IT, in the field of space technology, in the field of performance, in healthy activities, not in the field of strength of TDF or FANO or ENDF or how gifted they are as fighters. This is wrong. This way of comparison is wrong. There should be healthy comparison, healthy competition between regions, countries, peoples, individuals. Daniel says, I would like to present my heartfelt thanks to you, to Sajid, because you were always inviting people to bring any issues on the table. Yeah, either you just fight forever or talk. I mean, if one party does not emerge as a victor, then just fight forever. Or if there is a stalemate, talk. That's very simple. A stalemate in Amhara. We know that. So either Fano and ENDF can fight forever. They should fight. Or one day they'll have to stop the fight and talk. That is the way forward. Tahir Ibrahim joined to welcome Tahir. B better says, Sajid, is there internal fighting in Shoa, Amhara between Fano? Sajid, if you have ever studied Amhara history, the moment Amhara unites ethnically, they always win. Well, Ethiopia should win. It shouldn't be win of Amharas or Tigrayans or Somalis or Afars. Ethiopia should win as a country. Ethiopia will win if people, regions will start sacrificing for each other. Sacrifice. This is what is needed. Who is ready to sacrifice more? The one who is ready to sacrifice more is more respectable, is more responsible, is more human. But if you just continue fighting over territories, over lands, over roads, over houses, over borders, it will never end. I mean, suppose Amhara region turns into a separate country, Oromia a separate country, Tigray a separate country. Then you'll see internal conflicts in these regions. You'll see Amharas of Gojam versus Amharas of Gondar. You'll see Tigrayans of Adwa versus Tigrayans of Tambian versus Tigrayans of Enderta. You'll see Oromos of Shoa versus Oromos of RC. It will never end. A research technology says, Hi Sajid, do you think this move will bring a lasting peace between Tigray and Amhara? Well, it's a good start. It's a good start. That is what we can say. News on Kenya, a viewer is asking. I did not follow the developments there today, but yesterday things were volatile. Small protests were still ongoing. People were trying to turn these protests into anti-government movement, and they were demanding accountability for what government did in terms of killing protesters. They were demanding Ruto to step down. It happened yesterday. We saw protests yesterday, day before yesterday, too, after Ruto announced to withdraw the bill. But I could not follow more. Ben from the blog says, you look Ethiopian. Well, I am not Ethiopian, but all day I study Ethiopian current affairs, Ethiopian politics. So I'm starting to learn about Ethiopia. DW says, do you notice any tribalism in your home country of Pakistan? If not, why not? Why not? Well, there is tribalism, but in some particular areas. In Punjab, there are no main tribal issues. There are some issues like southern Punjab is a zone where tribal leaders are very powerful. In some parts of KPK as well. Otherwise, ethnic issues are not big issues in most parts of Pakistan, not in entire Pakistan. I would say. Religious issues sometimes become bigger issues in Pakistan. In Pakistan, I always say there is one institution in power. It crushes any group, any individual, any entity which challenges its authority. Whether it's an ethnic group, political group, businessman, politicians, anyone. Whoever challenges military is bound to be crushed. Use brute force against people who challenge their writ, not writ, their status in the country. The enlightened Wilabur says Balochistan wants independence. No, not entire. There are actually a Baloch leader was killed by military a few years ago, Akbar Bukti, who was a patriot, but he was a tribal leader too. He was running a government. These tribal leaders are very strong in Balochistan, so that led to start of uprising. Now, Akbar Bukti's one son is member of parliament in Pakistan. The second son is based abroad. He remained based in Afghanistan to his fighting against the Pakistani military. He wants secession of Balochistan. So one son enjoying benefits of power, Shahjahan Bukti, in parliament, other fighting. His name is, I think, Bramda Bukti. I don't study much about Pakistani politics, but uh, it was military versus Baloch tribal elders. It's not that entire Balochistan wants independence. Now, secondly, our second news story, what PM Abiy, Ethiopian PM, who was in Amhara region today. The man visited the region to uh, have a look at the development works which are ongoing in the region. This is his second visit. A few weeks ago, he visited Bahirda too, I think. This time he went to Wollo and he visited development works there. He visited Hayek too. Fano groups, the Prime Minister visited Dassi and Hayek. Fano groups have been claiming that they were about to reach Hayek, they were about to reach Dassi, and they have been close to Hayek and Dassi because I got confirmation from some local people too a few weeks ago, residents of Dassi. A man living there, he contacted me and he briefed me in detail. He told me in detail about Fano's activities in, around Dassi, Hayek. On several occasions, we discussed about Fano's presence. Then we confirmed that to other sources too. Fano groups have been able to expand, Wollo Fano have been able to expand towards Wollo, towards South Wollo. But Abiy's visit was safe. Nothing happened. Fano groups could not even get close to the venue where Prime Minister of Ethiopia was today. I'm at a hotel. Someone is saying Sajid is investing on uh, the background, etc. I am not at home. I am traveling. I told you I'm at a hotel. So this is what the hotel owner decorated the room. Maybe it's his choice. That is what he wanted it to look like. Not an ideal background for news type content, I think. Mel Gabriel says, Sajid, tell me how many crown dress RBM received for the last 6 years. He should have a new store now. Well, those who give such dresses, obviously they have their interests behind such moves. They want to get something from the government. Oh, General Komsa joined too after some time. Where have you been, General Komsa? He says, I can tell you right now, being in Daisy, the people in Daisy are not fond of fun. Why? General Komsa, why? Chestnut Spark says, Hi Sajid, what do you think of Djibouti hosting Odal movement leaders and its impact on Somali land and MOU? Well, Odal leaders have been visiting Mogadishu too. Djibouti obviously shares border with Odal. It wants to stop the MOU. It is ready to play all the cards. But let's see, will it back these other leaders? To what extent will it back other leaders militarily, logistically, diplomatically? We'll have to see. Only visit of all the leaders to Djibouti cannot be a game changer alone, I think. Dr. Admaso YouTube join. Welcome, Dr. Admaso. John Spencer says Eratia news. I'll do videos about Eratia from tomorrow. Actually, I've been traveling and not much is happening, I think. Only that Italian delegation still there, I think, in Eratia. Two delegations, in fact. But we'll do more videos on Eritrea starting from tomorrow and Somalia too. Mel Gabriel says an extensive consultation is underway in State Department among US officials and Ethiopian politicians. Which Ethiopian politicians? Be Better says, why can't Ola and PP make a deal? Because Ola's demands are very big. Ola is talking about determination of future status of determination of status of Addis Ababa. It's talking about Ethiopian national language. It wants transitional government in Oromia. Mike says there is no Tigray IDPs, they are Tigray invaders. Bluebird says, hi Sajid, you are becoming more younger. That is it the YouTube cash I should start to? No, by the way, my earnings dropping considerably. That is why I am working on some other things to make both ends meet. YouTube perhaps won't be enough for me in future. Earnings dropped considerably in the last few months. I don't mind. Uh, I should ensure the quality of content, no matter how much I earn. Whatever is there for me, I'll get it through hard work, through working on other things. General Comsa says, people of Wallo have expressed to me that they want their own region away from Bahirdar and Amhara control. You should talk to the Prime Minister, the government, I think, because you have received this exclusive information from the people of Wallo. Mesfin K joined. Welcome, Mesfin K. With 30 minutes have passed, I think we should end the live chat session. Two main topics we covered. We talked about the entry of Tigray IDPs into Salemti. Around 800 have crossed Tekeze. They have reached Emma Madre. They're definitely on their way towards Mesabre too. Around 1500 in total are due to be relocated to Salemti in the next few hours. Also remaining IDPs also uh, preparing buses are arriving to shift them to their homes in Salamti Raya. So issue of Salamti, it is being resolved through dialogue peacefully. Abiy was in Amhara region today. He visited Dasi. He visited Hai. Thank you for watching the live chat. Your comments, your questions, your corrections keep me going. I'll stay in touch with you. I'll be back tomorrow. If anything I'm missing, which should be covered on my views and news, do contact me through Gmail. A viewer wrote an article on newsedis.com today about prosperity party, about the vision of prosperity by the government. Very critical of the government. You can read the article in opinion section of newsedis.com. I published it as I received it without any change. I always say that if you want, if you think that I am making mistakes, or if you have your own views which you want to express, I would encourage you to write for newsedis.com, write an article, send to my Gmail. I'll publish it as I receive it without changing a word. And newsedis.com now has some really insightful articles in opinion section, articles about Ethiopia Somalia tension, about ethnicity issue, about conflict in Amhara, about Oromo Amhara conflict, etc. So I think this section of newsedis.com is a learning for those who want to learn about topics. There are different views expressed by people in this section. Conflicting views sometimes. That is the beauty of that section. Anyone can write. I would like Eritreans to write, especially those who are pro-Eritrean government. So, what do you think about Isaias Afwerki government, about Eritrea? You criticize me for being anti-Eritrean, anti-Isaias. What is your take? What do you think about your country? What is its future under Isaias Afwerki? I would like to hear from you. So, if you could write so that we could publish it on newsedis.com. Thank you for watching, viewers. Stay blessed. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye bye.